Welcome back to Quicks14's blog, Quicks14Blog. I am, of course, Quicks14, and we're back here going from level 67 to 68 now. Kind of right in the middle of it here, going through an instance that I pugged, or got the player group for. Did a little search, found this nice little player group. This is a Coilfang Reservoir instance, and this is the Underbog that we're starting at. You can see that information down there at the graphic about the instances we're going through. Slave pins will be in part 2, but we are going through Underbog first. This is about, well, not really halfway through, but I'd say it's past the first boss that we've already done. So this is about the last, well, I guess the last half that you're going to see here, right here, for the Underbog. Mainly did this for the quests that we got from Smogonar, and also the quest that you'll pick up just outside of these instances. That's one of the reasons why we're going to do slave pins later. There's also another quest that you can get from Smogonar if you're at least friendly with them. That will have you running through here as well for a certain type of herb or something of that nature that they want. And that's a repeatable quest, actually. I believe they're all repeatable. Even these ones are. I can't quite remember now. We'll probably see that when we turn them in later. I made a ton of experience running these quests, and I am just playing healer here for these DKs, and it's all DKs, which is quite fun. They move really fast, so that took me a while to keep up here. I got some great gear out of this run too. I had some really good drops and was able to get some really nice upgrades for my Druid, and she now has, 1,000 hit points and about 1,000 or over, actually I think around 1,200 mana is quite an upgrade. So, yeah, it was nice. Had a really good run last night. It was a lot of fun. One of those rare pugs that you like to get into that can unfortunately be hard to find anymore. But these guys knew exactly what was going on. They were doing. We did good. Only had one death per instance, and both of those were accidental. And the guy was even cool about it and said, my fault, so, excuse me. So that was really, really, really neat. You can really see a new side of me if you haven't seen a lot of my healing and stuff. I know we've seen a little bit in some of the raids that we've done on the guild that you've seen on the video and stuff, but this is a perfect opportunity to show a Restro Druid in action. Through a 5-man group here with all these DKs running through here, and you can really see it, especially later on, where I have to really pull out some quick heals. And there's even an instance in the slave pins where I actually get ganked, or a whole bunch of mobs come after me. There's like 2 or 3 on me. I'm getting hit by these mobs, and yes, these are all green pretty much, but they're hitting on me, and I'm getting a lot of damage done to myself, so I have to heal myself as well, but I'm still able to pull out the heals. And I think this is the one death. I couldn't get my Swift Mend off, and I didn't realize that I had already cast it. And dang cooldown got off me, so I missed the Swift Mend, and that's why he died. So that was definitely an accident. No big deal, just rezzed him, brought him back. You'll also see my lovely fiancée. She's in the slave pins as well. She goes ahead and comes and lends us a hand when one of the DKs had to go when we went ahead and ran it. So you'll definitely see that as well. It was a great experience. Had a lot of fun with it last night. It didn't take long at all. I'd say at the most an hour and a half. It's what it took us. Definitely wasn't 2 hours. I know it was definitely quicker than that. It did not take long at all. And I got a ton of XP. I mean, when I started here, I had pretty much 1% on my bar. And you can already see here in the bottom left corner there, I've already got quite a bit. Basically, by the time I came out of the instance after turning in just one quest, I was almost halfway on my experience bar, and I probably spent about over a 100,000 XP bonus from my rested just on this instance, which was great because I actually gained over 50k XP for doing this blog thing yesterday, so that worked out kind of nice. This is, I believe, the second boss that we ran into here, and it's a little Hydra thing. And the reason we pulled him back wasn't so much because we're worried about that. He likes to kick or push people off, and you would fall into the water at the very bottom, which isn't a big deal either. You can fight him down there as well. But it's just easier to do that, and so we did that and kicked his butt. There's a lot of good stuff to skin here too, so this is definitely a good place for a skinner to come in and actually get some multiples as well, and had a good time with that. So we jump into the water down here, and we move on to the next part. Again, after the first two quests here, I missed part of it at the very beginning. Around the first boss, there's a big thorns thing, and I might show it really quick in the second part, just to show you what I'm talking about. But there's a big thorns thing right near him, and you use that to get that part of the quest, to get that little branch piece or whatever that they want. I totally missed it because I was trying to keep people alive, so I didn't quite spot it, so I had to go back and get that after we were done. But you'll get those two quests done. You'll get the first two parts of the other quest that you can see kind of behind the DPS meter there. That quest, finding the Druids, and the other two will be in. We've already found one, and you're going to find another one here, and then there's two more that you need to find in slave pens, and that was the main reason when we ran slave pens. So it's a good idea to go ahead and run both of them. We're running the Underbog first, just because it is the little higher one, and there's a few more to do in there. A lot of people have more of those quests, I guess. But you could definitely run slave pens first and then this. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. And of course you get a group. So we're fighting these guys here. We're heading up towards where the main boss guy is. And it's not hard at all. We had a blast, actually. And you, of course, will see the rest of that in Part 2. I'll show as much as I can a slave pen in Part 2 as well. I might not show the whole thing. I'm really not showing the whole thing of this here, obviously, because we've already missed a good portion of it. But I want to show as much as I can before we get to Part 3. In Part 3, I want to show the rest of my leveling process, what we did in Blade's Edge Mountains, which is the new area we're in, and also picking up a staff and stuff. So I'll try to get as much as this of the slave pens in as I can. There's really not too much to show, really. Slave pens is the easiest instance in this area, especially for Coilfang. It's a pretty low level requirement, as you'll see again here in the graphic, and of course here and everything. So yeah, pugging a group for this is not a big deal, and it actually came out really, really well this time, and I got some great stuff out of it. Even got a couple of nice screed drops that I was able to, auction the house off. So we just had a lot of fun. Everybody's really cool. It's one of those rare instances with pug groups, and you do get the good and the bad, and thankfully this night I got the really good, and it was a lot of fun. And then my fiance comes joined us in slave pens, as you'll see, and got even funner, and I had a blast. I feel like I made a ton of progress last night. Not only did I reach 68, I got some great drops here. Oh, I do show the whole thing. Okay, cool. I forgot. We are hitting the final boss here in just a bit, so keep an eye on that. And I'll go over a little bit about what he does, because it is important. I got some great drops, like I said. Some great gear. Socketed chest item, which is just phenomenal. It was what dropped in here, and it was so nice to get. And also a few other drops. I got a ring and a wonderful cloak to put on, and it brought me up so much. My spell power is awesome now too, as well. And then on top of that, my guildmates, of course my lovely fiance and Finn, as you'll see in the later parts, probably Part 2 or Part 3, ran me through a little quest line group thing in Nagrash, or whatever it's called, Nagrand, sorry, as well, for this Ring of Blood ritual or whatever. It's like a little mini arena match or something, if you will, against these NPCs. And we ran through that real fast, and I got a kick-ass staff out of that. And so you'll see that as well. But as you see, we're at the last boss here. It's a Finstalker, and as you can see, he kind of pushed me up into like a little transmute state, and I knew exactly what to do, only because I've seen the videos of not Kill Jaden, but Coilfang or whatever his name is, the prince, and Prince Kale, and he does something similar, so I knew I had to swim down, if you would, in order to make sure I didn't fall too much. And you can see we got it right there. I hit a little Tranquility just to heal everybody. And there's that chest drop, I do believe, and got the achievement as well. And that's pretty much it for the Underbog. That's all for now. Definitely going to be some more in part 2 and part 3 as we continue on 68. Made some awesome progress. Can't wait to show it to you all, so I will see you then.